All right, everybody, welcome into a executive decision special. Little treat decided to put together as we get ready to start the NFL season. I was looking around at some contracts and I noticed that the NFL has a lot of bad contracts. So right now I'm gonna take some time and break down my three worst contracts in the NFL going into the 2023-2024 campaign. No surprise, all three are quarterbacks. But before we get to that, I want to thank everybody who has hit that subscribe button. And I want to urge everybody else to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can continue to rock along with each other, build this community, and have a great NBA and NFL season that is upcoming right now. All right, so let's get ready to hop into it with the guy who is number 3 on the list of worst contracts in the NFL going into the season. And this one right here is not too bad. It is the quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams, Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has a salary this season of $40 million. And listen, Matthew Stafford is not a $40 million quarterback at this point in his career. Matthew Stafford will miss games this year. More than likely, their draft pick, Stetson Bennett. I can see him playing in 5 or 6 games this year. This is probably going to be Stafford's last season. But at $40 million, why not come back and get that bag? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the Rams tried to trade him or offload him in the season to prevent from paying this big salary. But to be fair to Stafford, he was brought in as a mercenary to win a Super Bowl. And he got that done. And sometimes when you buy a Super Bowl and mess up your salary cap, as the Rams did, you're going to have to pay the tax. And this season, the Rams will be paying the tax as Matthew Stafford will make a whopping $40 million despite not being a $40 million quarterback any longer. Now, the next player on the list, and this is an egregious contract right here, the 5th highest paid player in the league this year at $46,100,000 will be Arizona Cardinal quarterback Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, who will enter the season on the injured reserve, recovering from a torn ACL. But it's much more to it than that. First of all, anytime a player holds the organization hostage for a contract extension despite not earning it or being worthy of it, and the contract extension is lamented and the player gets it, it's always a bad thing. It's not like Murray is a guy like Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert who has this bright upside like a Jalen Hurts. Kyler Murray is a diminutive, scrambling quarterback who is an entitled guy who is not a leader. We have seen some of the worst of Kyler Murray. Let's just say this. Murray is a guy who was drafted by a baseball team in the Oakland A's. He gets mad at the organization and shows up in the Oakland A's hat. When Buda Baker, a real team leader, was injured, the whole team goes out onto the field to slap hands or greet Baker, not Kyler Murray. This guy is not a leader. Why are you paying him $46.1 million? So he threatens the organization like he's some kind of top player, and they bend. But not only do they bend, they put a special clause in his contract about watching game film. If you had to put that clause in his contract, he's not worth the contract. So why give it to him? A professional quarterback is supposed to be a leader, especially one making $46 million a year. Let me tell you something. Kyler Murray will be the first guy on the chow line. And we all know that leaders eat last. So, yes, this is a horrific contract. Just think about this. Kyler Murray, who more than likely will not play a snap this season, will earn $46 million. That's $37 million more than MVP candidates Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow. This not only may be the worst contract in the NFL, this is one of the worst contracts in professional sports, period. Kyler Murray getting this money is a ski mask job. Congratulations, Cardinals, because you'll likely be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year. And when you do draft either Drizzy Drake May or Caleb Williams, try unloading this $46 million contract for a 5'7" quarterback who's not a leader. Good luck with that, Arizona. You stepped right into that one. And the worst contract in the NFL this season belongs to the 4th highest paid player in the league at $48,517,647 at $48,517,647, it is Denver Bronco quarterback Russell Wilson. The great Bill Parcells always said, beware of a celebrity quarterback. And there is no more red carpet quarterback in the NFL than Russell Wilson. You see him with Sierra at every single event, but you know where you don't see him? You don't see him in the Super Bowl. You don't see him in the AFC Championship. Hell, you don't even see him in the AFC wildcard round. Now, this Denver Bronco job was a head coach job, was a job that no one wanted to take this year because who wants to deal with Russell Wilson and this inflated contract? This kind of reminds me of when Andy Reid and the Philadelphia Eagles traded Donovan McNabb to the Washington Redskins. See, Pete Carroll pulled a fast one on the Walton family and the Denver Broncos. The Waltons are a family known for savings and bargains. This right here ain't a bargain. This right here is one of the worst deals in sports, Russell Wilson's contract. At $48 million, let me tell you something. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson won't make it long, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the offseason because guess what? This ain't going to happen. So once again, Matthew Stafford at $40 million, Kyler Murray at $46 million, and at a whopping $48 million, Russell Wilson are the three worst contracts in the NFL going into the 2023 football season. Once again, hit that subscribe button. Leave your comments. You think some other contracts out there are just as bad? I want to know about it. Corey Parson, the fantasy executive, and I'm out.